So GlassLab is a groundbreaking partnership between some really great organizations that want to make a change in education. So you can think about what GlassLab does on three main tracks. The first is making games that have a high impact in the classroom. We do that two different ways. We make what we call mod games, for example, like SimCity EDU, and we make original games as well, like the one we just did an early release for called Mars Generation 1 Argubot Academy. We're also building GlassLab Game Services, which would be the second track, where we are building tools and services that will allow game developers who are trying to do the same work that we're doing, give them a seamless pathway into the classroom. And then the third track is our research track. So everything that we do has research behind it. We're putting out a series of white papers on that research about the efficacy of our games, as well as how we build these types of games so other people can do the same type of work. All of GlassLab's games, SimCity EDU, Mars Generation 1, and any game that we develop is going to have thorough reporting that comes along with it so teachers can understand not just a snapshot of what a student knows or what a student has memorized for that matter, but how they're growing over time, how they're changing, what their strengths and weaknesses are, what their needs are, and we can reflect that in real time to a teacher. But I can tell you from experience and seeing this in the classroom that there are certain aspects, in fact, many aspects of good game design that match almost perfectly good learning design. For example, levels in a game. I can't beat a level of a game until I master the thing that I need to do to beat that level. It's the same with good learning design, right? You want the student to master certain aspects of the curriculum or what they're trying to learn before they move on to the next thing, so they're not starting the next subject matter at a deficit. And there's a lot of other things in game design that really are both motivating and provide students the engagement and the perspective that they need in order to really want to learn more and believe that they can learn more. SimCity EDU covers environmental science and also assesses systems thinking, which traditionally is something that's really, really hard to assess. In other words, is a student able to identify different variables within a system? And that system in SimCity is obviously a city, but it could be a cell, it could be an economy, it could be an ecosystem. Are they able to see the different components in that system, understand the relationships they have to one another, and then make a decision on how to change the variables in that system in order to get to a certain outcome? And that's really cross-cutting across all sorts of different standards. Mars Generation 1 is another example where we're going much more towards the Common Core standards and really trying to hit a need that we've heard from teachers around being able to teach us the skill called argumentation, which is a cornerstone of the Common Core ELA.